Welcome back to This Week in Esports. I'm your host, 𝗪cie, and this week from October 12th through October 18th of 2020, and esports investments are on the rise, so let's just dive right into the partnerships. Alliance and Razer, they deepen their partnership. Alliance will become the global chair ambassador for Razer's latest gaming chair, the Razer 𝗓𝐼𝐿, which was announced earlier at RazerCon. The extension of the partnership with this additional category of peripherals now goes over 7 years when Razer actually helped found Alliance back in 2013. The new partnership extension comes after they recently reunited for another 2 years in March, and 𝐓𝐿, the chief strategy officer at Alliance, commented that for 2 years they've been looking for the right chair partnership. We found our perfect fit. We're so proud and excited to be global ambassadors for 𝗓𝐼𝐿 and to show to you because it truly is for gamers by gamers. So it's cool to see Alliance stick with one partner for so long and also develop their products in return. The LA Kings and the LA Galaxy, they partner with Malta-based gambling firm Esports Entertainment Group, EEG, have been named the official esports tournament provider of the LA Kings and the LA Galaxy. EEG will host branded tournaments for the LA Kings and Galaxy via online tournament provider Esports Gaming League, EGL, which the company announced its intention to acquire in August. The partnership is said to also provide new ways for the teams to engage their fans while demonstrating the crossover appeal of esports and sports and organizations, according to the release. It's interesting to see how this esports gambling firm will engage deeper with the esports and fans. Lots of mergers and acquisitions as well as investments today. Attention Holdings, the parent company of EVOS Esports, they raised $12 million in their Series B round. The round was led by Korea Investment Partners with participation from existing shareholders Insignia Venture Partners and newcomers Mirai Assets Ventures, Woowa Brothers, and 𝗔𝗫𝗏 Capital. EVOS Esports claims to be the 6th largest esports brand globally in the release, with Attention Holdings also reporting that its revenue from live streaming has doubled since the beginning of the year. The organization has been busy in the past few months establishing partnerships with Visa, Armageddon, and Lazada Indonesia. So excited to see Asian esports and specifically mobile on the rise here. Talon Esports, they raised $2 million in their seed round. Participants in the funding round included Widest Strategic Investments, EMC Capital, and founder of United Esports, Felix Lahey. Thanks to the funding raised, the organization is said to expand its lifestyle value offering alongside expansion into new countries and competitive titles. In June, Talon Esports joined forces with the esports arm of French football club Paris Saint-Germain. The deal saw the formation of PSG Talon League of Legends team, which successfully qualified for the 2020 World Championship. I wonder what titles they'll be entering into next. While not necessarily esports, they play a big part in it. Tiltify, they raised $6.5 million in their Series A funding. Digital fundraising platform Tiltify announced that it secured a $6.5 million Series A financing round led by Pace Capital. The company's primary business is working with celebrities and gaming content creators to raise money for charitable causes. The investment brings Tiltify's total funds raised to almost $9 million. Tiltify, which according to its own statement is set to exceed a total of $100 million raised for its charity partners by the end of this year, revealed that it intends to use the investment proceeds to further fuel Tiltify's ability to go beyond traditional fundraising, serving the next generation of socially conscious consumers. Congrats to Tiltify here. Huya and DouYu, they're going to merge. Tencent's proposed merger of the Chinese live streaming platforms Huya and DouYu begun on Monday when both companies announced they've entered into agreement on plan of merger. The business combination is expected to close in the first half of 2021. The merger combines China's two largest gaming and esports live streaming platforms, with Huya being the only surviving entity here. In their last earnings reports, Huya and DouYu reported monthly average users of 169 million and 165 million respectively. Once the merger is complete, the current Huya CEO and the current DouYu CEO will lead as the new co-CEOs. So that's a whole lot of users, a ton of revenue to be generated as well. As far as workforce changes go, Martin Deficio Lynge joins Misfits Gaming as the director. Lynge has actually been appointed to the director of Misfits Gaming Europe and will oversee the organization's activities in the region. Deficio will be responsible for building the infrastructure of the Misfits League of Legends team in 2021. Deficio joins Misfits Gaming Group, which houses Misfits Gaming, Florida Mayhem, and Florida Mutineers, after serving as the general manager of Origin Astralis' League of Legends team. Prior to his tenure at Astralis, he was a commentator for the European League of Legends Championship, or the EU LCS, before it was the LEC. So commentators are actually leaving the commentator space left and right, both in CSGO and League, to join esports orgs. Is this a new trend? Pro League of Legends commentator and analyst Jake Spawn Tiberi has resigned from his role as the co-founder of Australian esports org Order. The decision comes following Riot Games' decision to shut down the Oceanic Pro League last week. Tiberi has resigned from the role due to the Riot Games' decision to discontinue the OPL and his need to pursue international opportunities elsewhere. Along with founding Order in 2017, he has been a key figure in the professional league scene in Oceania. Tiberi rose to prominence as a commentator and analyst in the OPL from its inception and carried on work on the broadcast team for multiple League of Legends World Championships. Good luck to Spawn wherever he may go next. DreamHack Sports Games, a business unit of MTG that focuses on the sports simulation titles, appointed Roger Lodewick as the CEO. He served as the co-CEO of DreamHack until the recent reorganization, bringing DreamHack and ESL under ESL Gaming. Lodewick's experience prior to DreamHack saw him serve as the CEO of Zoomin, the CCO of 𝐓𝐿, and the senior media rights sales exec at Team Marketing, where he was responsible for the sale of UEFA Champions League and Europe League media rights. DreamHack Sports Games focuses on sports games such as European eTour, eSuperliga, eDiviz, and 𝐓𝐼𝐈𝐿 amongst its products. These events were made as entertaining media products utilizing titles such as FIFA. This is a tough nut to crack as far as combining normal sports and esports goes, and I think Lodewick is up for the challenge. As far as new stuff goes, JuJu Smith-Schuster launches the athletic-led gaming company Team Diverge. The new organization will focus on esports competition and gaming-related content creation on various platforms, according to the announcement. Team Diverge has already signed content creators across multiple titles to serve as the core team, with plans to expand its roster in the coming months. That expansion will include recruiting several athletes, musicians, and celebrities, and other plans for the organization include launching the Team Diverge Gaming House in spring of 2021 to serve as a headquarters for the talent, and streetwear-inspired apparel in collaboration with activewear brands and talent. In the past, he's collaborated with brands like Adidas, MeUndies, FaZe Clan, and HyperX through his clothing brand Team JuJu. I believe he doesn't even have a degree yet. He dropped out of USC to pursue his professional NFL career with the Steelers, so it's really impressive to see JuJu doing everything at such a young age. Riot Games Southeast Asia, they reveal collegiate plans for VALORANT. The players in Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, Philippines, Taiwan, and Hong Kong will be able to participate in official regional esports and collegiate competitions. Collegiate partners will work with the colleges and universities of the region to build up series of tournaments for students. These same partners will run a series of merit-based qualifiers for the VALORANT First Strike. Some of the partners include ESL for Thailand esports and collegiate, as well as 1UP for Indonesia esports and collegiate. I hope to see Riot develop out Riot Esports succinctly with its collegiate league. Could be a lot of cool feeder possibilities here. ESL, they're going to run VALORANT Esports in Thailand in 2021. Alongside the official tournaments, ESL will also host these collegiate competitions after being appointed a partner of Riot Games Southeast Asia. Beginning in 2021, ESL will host exclusive VALORANT tournaments, providing teams with the opportunity to be crowned the best team in the country. In addition, the tournament organizer will run an inaugural season of the ESL Thailand Championship, which will begin on November 23rd. The ESL Thailand Championship will be a part of the First Strike series, the first wave of tournaments to be operated by the publisher. The tournament will also see 8 teams competing for around $5,000 in prize money. This is big for ESL since their big game before was CSGO, and now they have another shooter to add to their collection. T1, they signed Tyler1 Steinkamp as a content creator. Tyler1 is best known for his League of Legends content, whether it's being very loud or very memey. He has his own self-branded tournament, the Tyler1 Championship Series. The deal was negotiated with Proxy, a recently launched esports and gaming agency founded by industry veterans Marcel Feldkamp, Ferris Gansman, and Justin Anderson. Joe Marsh, CEO of T1, says, "For us, with someone like Tyler, we view this more as a content creation versus just a strict streaming deal. We view him as a creator. He doesn't need us for streaming. He's one of the biggest names in the game. For us, it was about continuing to build our brand here in the West. We have our anchor team here in VALORANT, but our league team's out in Korea, and we're building roots in the United States as we're historically Korean. So the idea of doing content with Tyler1 was really enticing. He's a big personality, and he's a great guy to work with." This is huge news for anyone in esports. Congrats on this big win for T1 and Tyler1. And last but not least, London Spitfire, they released their entire player roster and staff. They announced on Thursday that they'd be releasing everyone, and the release looks to be a shift in the roster strategy from signing the best available free agents from year to year to creating an internal ecosystem where Spitfire can develop talent within its ranks more easily to identify with the London esports consumer, the last being very important to partnership and sponsorship signings. Now confirmed, the London Spitfire will start fresh from the very beginning of this new strategy as the organization attempts to identify and sign talent for the upcoming season. Good luck to the players and staff, and also the new players and staff that will be joining the Spitfire. And that is it for this week in esports. All the sources are in the description. Please go share this around if you know someone that might be interested in this, and I appreciate you all for listening to This Week in Esports, and I'll see you all next week. Take care, everybody.